Hey Julia, why can't you be nice to Mom? She told me that you don't feed her, and she was crying.
No way. I can't believe she said that to you.
She's my mother. Why don't you take care of her?
It's not that I don't care for her. I'm serving her meals 3 times a day.
How can that be? Mom said that you haven't served any meal to her for 3 days.
Did she say that? She's eating a lot, so I think she's doing just fine.
Are you telling me that Mom lied to me?
Isn't that what this is about?
You're the one who agreed to live with us. You should be responsible. You're too irresponsible that you don't even feed her.
I beg your pardon? How dare you said that? When I came home from the supermarket, your mother already started living with us, and you didn't even bother to discuss about that with me in advance. In short, I didn't say that I agree for your mother to live together with us.
My parents' house burned down. What else could I have done?
We're both here for each other in times of need, but you should have discussed with me about that in advance.
Why should I do that? I let my parents live in the house that I pay for with my own money. I'm the owner of the house, so I don't need to discuss with you in advance.
Geez, seems that you're so proud of yourself.
Anyway, I won't forgive you if you make Mom cry again.
I didn't want to tell you because you wouldn't believe me anyway. Your mother has never treated me nicely. That's why I couldn't be nice to her.
Wait a minute. Why should Mom be nice to you? I don't get it.
What?
She's much older than you. It's only natural that you are the one who should be kind to her, isn't it?
What does that mean? Are you saying that since she's older than me, she's allowed to say whatever she wants?
That's right. Isn't it natural? I wonder why you don't understand that.
You're really terrible. I knew that you'd never listen to a single word I say.
You don't understand the position of being a wife. You should be obedient.
In this modern day, I think your values are too old-fashioned. Besides, a wife is a human being, not a slave.
Are you trying to defy me and Mom?
Let's stop talking about the medieval period when wives didn't have human rights.
Huh? You're funny. As a wife, do you think that you have human rights?
Of course I do.
No, you don't. Stop kidding me.
You're scary, Damon. It seems that you don't have a human heart at all.
We only started living together for 6 months, but I feel sorry for Mom since she's not being treated well.
You should think about my feelings too. I've been through a lot more hard times. I bet you'll cry like a child when you hear my story. Should I tell you about the details?
You're just exaggerating everything. That sweet mother of mine would never be a demon who bullies anyone. You've got to be kidding me.
Sweet mother? I don't think what she's done to me until this day can be classified as kindness.
Once she starts complaining, she won't stop for about 2 hours. I don't want that either, so don't ever make her cry again. Please, Julia, just do as you're told.
Anyway, to prove that I cook and serve 3 meals a day, I'll send you a picture of every meal. With those pictures, you'll understand that I'm not telling a lie.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I can't believe you want me to do that. What kind of person are you?
Well then, do it properly.
I'm Julia, a 34-year-old housewife. 6 months ago, when my husband suddenly decided to have his mother live together with us, to be honest, I was shocked. There's a reason for that. When I first greeted my mother-in-law before I got married, she told me that I'm a thief who stole her son away from her while stepping hard on my feet. It's still the worst thing I can remember. Since then, I've tried to keep my distance from her. I never thought I'd have to live with her. I was sandwiched between a mother who loves her son and a son who loves his mother. My mother-in-law has said some pretty terrible things to me, but whenever I told my husband about it, he never listened to me and has always been on his mother's side. But my mother-in-law just kept getting worse. She told my husband the most outrageous lie to get rid of me.
Hey, how many times do I have to tell you?
Yes? What are you talking about?
You know, when my mother told me, even I started crying.
What did she say?
When she asked you to sew a button on her pajama that came undone, she told me that you didn't want her to take off the pajama and you hurt her with the sewing needles.
What kind of situation is that? That's impossible.
That must have hurt her so much. I'm starting to cry too.
I didn't do that kind of nasty thing. She didn't even ask me to sew a button of her pajama. Isn't that your mother's fantasy?
You're calling my mom a liar again, aren't you? That's enough.
Your mother lied to you. A lie is a lie. I can't help it.
It's fine now that she's still healthy, but when she gets older, I can't let you take care of her if you keep trying to harm her. You're troubling me.
I didn't do anything wrong in the first place. You're the one who's troubling me, Damon. What do you want me to do?
First, apologize to Mom and give her a hug. You must apologize sincerely.
No, I refuse to do that. Why should I apologize sincerely if I didn't do anything wrong?
Don't you dare talk back to me like that. Who on earth do you think you are? You have no right to do that.
If I did something wrong, I'll apologize. But I didn't. I swear to God.
I even have proof with me. I found needle marks on her abdomen.
I don't know about that. She maybe has stabbed herself with a needle just to prove it to you. Or maybe it's some sort of tattoo. Anyway, I didn't do any harm to her at all.
You don't want me to divorce you, do you? I can't stand having a demon wife like you anymore. I'm divorcing you. Are you ready for divorce?
Huh?
I'll write the divorce papers and leave them here, so take them and get the heck out of my house.
So, are you telling me that you won't listen to my excuse? Do you think that I'm the one who must be blamed?
What's the use of listening to you? I've heard enough of your lame excuses. It's your fault, of course.
Are you sure divorce is what you want? I don't know if you'll cry yourself to sleep later.
It's the only way to do this. There's no way I'm going to cry myself to sleep just because I'm divorcing you.
Then who's going to take care of the house chores?
Mom, of course. She's still alive and kicking. She'll at least make me dinner.
Okay then. Seems that you'll always take your mother's side.
There are plenty of wives to take your place, but I only have one mother. I don't need a wife who can't take care of Mom.
I understand. Then, your wish is my command.
I'll give you 3 days to take care of everything. You must finish cooking for the time being and clean the house before you leave. I won't forgive you if you slack off.
I don't think anyone in this world would go as far as you did. You're out of your mind.
Me and Mom have taken care of you all this time. Don't you have any common sense or any sense of gratitude?
What a great logic. I'm stunned.
Now I can protect Mom from a demon wife. I'll be relieved too.
That's great. Good luck taking care of your mother.
You're going to spend the rest of your life regretting what you did to Mom.
I don't think so. Honestly, I want to erase everything related to you and her from my memory.
Looks like you don't want a remorse until the end, huh? What a horrible woman you are.
Why should I? I didn't do anything wrong.
It's too late for regrets.
I wonder who's going to regret. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm busy packing my stuff.
Leave in 2 days, you demon wife. Hey, where are you? Reply to me now.
I'm at the train station. What do you want? I've moved forward with the divorce.
What? What happened to the divorce papers?
I've filed it with the authorities. I gave you what you wanted.
Wait a minute.
It's too late.
Go get them back. It's not too late.
You know what? Even if I can still get them back, I won't do that.
Why not? I'm offering you a divorce annulment. You must be thankful to me.
You don't have to do that. I'm not grateful at all.
Oh, come on. You want to go back, don't you? Go ahead. Come back.
No, thank you. I've come this far, so I'm not turning back.
Don't be so tough.
Anyway, what happened? Why did you change your mind?
Well,
If you tell me honestly, I might reconsider. Depends on what you say.
Mom confessed.
About what?
She said that everything she said and done to you was a lie. You were right.
Oh, she finally told you. Glad to hear that.
She thought if she talked bad about you, I'd be nicer to her. She was just trying to do her best.
How can you say that? She was bullying me all the time.
She was just jealous of you, so you should forgive her.
Did you hear about what she did to me?
No, I didn't.
I'll be honest with you. Will you listen to me?
Sure, I'm all ears.
She drains the hot water from the bathtub every day.
Oh my God.
It was so cold for me to take a shower in winter. I thought it was torture.
I didn't know about that.
She told me that she hates me because I can't give birth to a child. Then, she hit me hard at the lower abdomen while saying that it's all my fault because I'm infertile. That was totally violent.
No kidding.
I'm telling you the truth. It was horrible.
I can't believe it.
She never helped me with the house chores, but she complained about it all the time. If I didn't do a good job of cleaning, she'd squirt detergent all over me. When she didn't like the taste of the food I cooked, she'd flush it down the toilet.
It's just too much to bear.
Right? She gave me a cupcake she received from her friend. I ate it and got a stomachache. When I looked at the discarded box, I found out that the best before date was a year ago. I was so upset.
That's horrible.
I wrote it all down, so there's more to go. Do you still want to listen?
I've had enough.
I don't know how I put up with it. You've been so busy with work, so I didn't want to bother you. But you didn't understand me at all.
Sorry about that.
You only believed what your mother told you. That's why you blamed me for everything. I felt unwanted. Each and every day, the feeling just went worse.
I'm really sorry.
And it was even more shocking to learn about your true feelings.
What do you mean?
You told me that a wife has no human rights. I was shocked.
It was just a joke. I didn't mean it.
I don't think so.
I'm apologizing to you, as you can see, so forgive me.
When I filed for divorce, I felt so liberated. I knew I was holding back. I just want to be myself and live a happy life.
Mom's mad at me. She won't let us get a divorce.
I'm sure she is, because she has to take care of all the house chores after I left the house. She has just lost her housekeeper.
That's right. She decided to move in with us because you were there to take care of the house chores. But since you're gone, she said that it's much better for her to live on her own.
See? She only thinks of me as a housekeeper. She won't even pick up a toothpick by herself.
Seriously?
She always complained about the temperature of the hot water. Nowadays, you can just adjust that by pushing the button. Just because she doesn't know how to adjust it, I had to stay with her until she got the perfect temperature she desired. I can't take it anymore.
Me neither.
You're now living together with your beloved mother. I hope you enjoy it.
Please, come back. If it's the same guy, you can remarry right away, right? I'll get the marriage certificate. I need you.
You've got to be kidding me. I just got rid of that annoying mother of yours. I'm so relieved.
If you can't get along with Mom, I don't think I can cope with her either.
She is your mother, so I think you can cope with her.
She wants me to cook 3 meals a day. I can't do that since I'm working.
Why don't you do batch cooking? I'm sure she'll love it.
I don't even know how to cook properly.
Anyway, just make sure I get my share of the property.
I don't have any money.
Don't lie to me. I know that you're a money saver who loves pinching pennies. I must have my share of property since I've been tortured.
Did you take a look at my balance without permission?
Your bank book has a balance of $120,000. It wasn't that much when we got married. You must have saved it up over the past 10 years. That's amazing. I'll take half of it as my compensation.
I need the money to support Mom. I don't have any money to give you.
That's not an argument you can make. And I'm suing your mother for what she has done to me. It's obvious.
Really?
I've been traumatized by all the abuses. My testimony should have been enough to sue her.
Are you going to charge an elderly woman? You're like a devil.
I'm sure it's only a small amount, but I hope your mother will reflect on her mistakes. I want her to know that there are sanctions for hurting people. That's why law and justice exist in this world.
Please, don't do that.
I'm sorry, but I'm hurt. I can't just let her get away after what she's done to me.
What a demon wife.
I'm not your wife anymore, Damon. We're strangers now.
You devil.
Yeah, whatever.
Stupid woman.
Looks like you only have a limited number of vocabulary.
Idiot.
Can we end our conversation here?
I'm going to change my behavior and Mom will do the same too, so come back.
I can't. I need to get on the train. I'm going back to my parents' home. Thank you for being together with me for 10 years. Goodbye. After that, I went to a lawyer. I took care of the property division procedures and filed a claim for violence against my mother-in-law. I have a diary in which I wrote down the details of the harassment. Also, a recording of her verbal abuse. I was told that my claim would be approved. I hope she's sorry for what she has done. I've blocked their numbers too. But Damon sent me an email to my old email address. He told me about how hard it is for him to cope with his current situation. His mother still doesn't take care of the house chores at all. He has to cook meals that he's not used to. She also abuses him by saying that the food tasted bad. She forces Damon to give her a massage for 2 hours before going to bed. Besides, she wastes money on the occasional meal out and shopping. Damon said that he is about to run out of money in his savings. Well, honestly speaking, it is not easy to say goodbye to your own mother. I hope Damon continues to be a good son to his mother. While living at my parents' home, I got a job at a company nearby. I'm going to do my best in my second life. Judas, can I have a minute with you right now? Your mom's bank book is missing. Do you know anything about it?
She wanted money, so I withdrew it. She's an old woman with a short life expectancy anyway. I thought she'd be happier if I spent it myself.
What are you thinking? The money is for her care-related expenses. Give it back.
I'll give you back the bank book, but the money is mine. I don't have to give it back, do I?
Don't be silly. Can't you see how expensive it is to take care of her?
It's your job to do the budgeting since you are a housewife. Why don't you deal with it?
It's not easy. I can't do it alone. Will you help me? She's your mother.
What? I can't take care of her. It's your job as my wife. I'll leave it to you.
Aren't you worried about your own mother?
You know what? I think she doesn't want me to see her in a weekend state. Not taking care of her is my filial piety.
No kidding. I need help here. I'm so pissed off with you that I'm about to explode. I feel like I want to punch you on the face on behalf of your mother.
I mean, taking care of a family member is something every wife does, right? You're not working hard enough. Work before you think of excuses.
Excuse me? Don't talk to me as if you knew everything.
You're so annoying. What a bad wife. I wonder why I married you.
How can you say that?
Because I'm an honest person. There are too many reasons I can use to get rid of you. Don't you ever think about improving yourself by putting some makeup or dressing up?
There's so much to do every day. I don't have time to dress up. Taking care of a family member is such a hard job.
I don't care if you dress up anyway because no one will see it.
That's enough. I'm not going to talk to you. Give me back your mother's bank book.
I won't be home today. I'll see you tomorrow.
What? Judas, I need that bank book. I'm Emma, 39 years old housewife. My husband Judas and I have been married for 10 years. We don't have children. At first, I wanted to have children, but now I'm glad that we don't have children. In the first years, we decided not to have children because we didn't have much money saved up. Now I'm taking care of my mother-in-law while doing the housework. My husband doesn't even want to help me. My mother-in-law used to be healthy, but due to a broken bone, I started taking care of her when I was 29 years old. 10 years later, my mother-in-law can hardly walk. It is very hard for me to take care of her every day, bathing, eating, going to the toilet, and so on. But my mother-in-law is a smart person and she loves me very much. That is the only thing that has kept me going so far. I didn't expect that a nasty trouble awaits me. Where are you? Who are you with? Where are you going?
Why are you asking so many questions? It's none of your business.
I just saw you in front of the train station. You were holding hands with a young woman.
Oops. Looks like you caught me. Never mind about that.
Are you saying that you're having an affair?
Well, I really love Jane, so I'm serious about her.
Are you well aware that you're a married man?
I think getting married to you was a mistake. I regret that now.
I had a feeling that you're having an affair anyway.
It's obvious that I decided to have an affair. You're a lame woman who doesn't even put some makeup. Why do you expect me to stay by your side?
Is it my fault? Who do you think you are?
Stop being a hysteric woman. That's why you're annoying.
That's enough. What are you going to do from now?
Divorce, of course. I want to marry Jane. I'll definitely live a happier marriage life this time.
I see.
But I don't want to take care of an old woman like Mom. You should take care of her till the end.
You want a divorce, but you don't want to take care of your own mother. I don't get it.
She ain't got long to live anyway. I think she only has about a year left.
So you know about that, but you don't even want to take care of her.
I'll wait a year. I know it's hard for you to say goodbye to Mom.
I never thought it would end like this. You'll let me take care of your mother until the end, right?
Of course. I need a caregiver. Be thankful that you can take care of your husband's mother.
Caregiver, huh?
You're not going to inherit anything just because you've been my mom's caregiver for 10 years. Don't even think about it. I'll inherit the house too. I'm going to live with Jane, so get out of my house.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not interested in any inheritance. I just want to be by your mother's side until the end. The guests are leaving. Where are you now?
Let them leave. I'm leaving too. I'll have you take care of the rest.
Huh? You can't do that. It's your mother's funeral. You need to be here until the end.
Just take care of the rest, okay? I'm busy.
Are you going to your girlfriend's place?
That's right. I'm finally divorcing you anyway. Thanks for being my mom's caregiver for 10 years.
I'm tired of dealing with you. Just get back here as soon as you can.
I've already arrived at Jane's house, so I'll tell you something good as a parting gift.
I don't really want to hear it.
Jane and I have a baby now, so you should get out of the house quickly.
What? No kidding.
It's true. I'm so happy. I'm done with you, so just get out of the house.
Are you sure you're okay with that? You're going to be broke and homeless soon. I'm worried about your kid's future.
What are you talking about? You're the one who's going to be broke and homeless. Stop joking.
I'm telling you the truth, and I'm not joking.
I can't trust you.
Because you won't get the inheritance you were counting on.
What? Are you kidding me? It's Mom's house. I'm going to inherit it.
I'm sorry, but I'm the one who will inherit it.
Huh? Why?
Your mother wanted to give me a gift before she died. I told her I didn't want it, but she insisted since I've been taking care of her for 10 years. She asked me to accept it.
No way! I'm her son!
You were just after your mother's inheritance. You don't even care about her. You've been spending all your time with the woman you're having an affair with. A jerk like you doesn't deserve any inheritance. I really feel sorry for your mother.
You said bad things about me to make my mom feel sorry for you, didn't you? How dare you did that?
I didn't say anything like that to your mother. Don't you realize that she knew about everything? She's a very smart woman.
How could she know? She was suffering from dementia.
You've been sneaking in the hallway behind my back and called your girlfriend, haven't you? Your mother has the most incredible ears in the world. She heard everything.
You colluded with my mom to get rid of me. That really sucks. I can't believe all that's left for me is that old-fashioned house.
What are you talking about? You won't have that house.
Seriously? Why?
That house was sold before she died. Why don't you get your stuff together and get out? I told you that you're homeless, didn't I? I've finished all the procedures.
Oh no.
By the way, your mother left me a lawyer-approved will too. No matter how hard you try, it won't work.
When did this happen? Why am I in this mess? Wait a minute, I'll call you again. Thank you for taking care of Mom for 10 years, Emma.
What's the matter with you? Stop it. There's nothing to talk about with you anymore.
You've worked so hard because you love me, right? Let's start over. I'm sorry I made you feel lonely.
I don't want to start over with you. Stop kidding.
Don't be so stubborn. The inheritance wasn't enough to live on, right?
$300,000 is more than enough for me. I'm really grateful for that.
You need me since I'm the breadwinner and you are jobless.
Whatever that means to you. I'm happy that your mother was so kind to me.
I understand.
Do you have any idea how much it hurts your mother to see you doing horrible things before she died? She cried and apologized over and over again to me. It was so hard to watch.
I'm sorry, Emma.
If only I could punch and throw you all the way to France and back. Maybe your mother in heaven will feel a little better.
You can punch me if you want to. I promise that I'll be a better person.
It's too late. Your mother always wanted you to change your mind. She always hoped you'd mend your ways, but you were a jerk to the very end.
I know. It's all my fault.
You were the one who skipped out on your mother's funeral to go see your girlfriend. That's what a jerk like you do.
I know. You say pretty harsh things about me because you love me.
What did you say? Of course not. You've heard about your mother's thoughts, and that's what you said? You're just an irredeemable sinner.
I know how much you care about Mom, but you still need someone to bring you income every month, and that someone is me.
Don't worry, I'll work.
It's hard to get a job if you don't have any qualifications or special skills. You can remain to be my wife.
Absolutely not. I don't want to be your wife ever again. I'd rather live with a stink bug than start over with you.
Wait, how am I supposed to live then?
I don't care. Anyway, did you get dumped by your girlfriend?
What? How did you find out about that?
So it's true then. What a pity.
She suddenly said that she doesn't want to see me anymore. Also, she lied about her pregnancy.
How pathetic. I think she was just aiming for your money. It's too bad since you were obsessed with her.
I can't believe that Jane just deceived me. Anyway, I'm going home.
Where are you going? Your house is gone. Also, I'm not starting over with you.
Why not? You're going to be a stay-at-home wife again. You'll be happy, won't you? Why don't we just rent a new house? You can pay for the deposit with the money you inherited.
You really are a total jerk. Moreover, your breath and body smell so bad. I have a certain amount of respect for your girlfriend. I wouldn't be able to stand nearby you. It's like torture.
Shut up and do as you're told.
Here you are, a total jerk. I've had enough with you.
Sorry, I didn't mean it. I love you, Emma.
You're really annoying. I don't need you anymore. Leave me alone.
Don't act tough. You can't cope without me, right?
For your information, I used to draw illustrations as a hobby. Your mother praised me and said that I'm talented, so I started working from home as an illustrator. Thanks to her, I'm earning more money than you now.
What? I didn't know about that. Why didn't you tell me?
Why should I tell you? Anyway, I'm going to file the divorce papers. You're the one who came out with that.
Don't say that. I don't want a divorce. I beg you, Emma.
I refuse. Besides, I've got proof of your affair too. I'm going to charge for alimony. It's obvious, isn't it?
Please don't do that. I'm too broke to pay alimony.
I don't care. Tell your girlfriend that I'm going to charge her too. Oh, I forgot that she already ran away from you.
Wait, I'm sorry. I'll apologize as many times as you want.
Your apology won't solve this matter. I can't believe how persistent you are. By the way, I just filed the divorce papers with the authorities.
What? No way.
There's nothing you can do, Judas.
Wait, please forgive me.
Oh, one of the staff just called me, so I gotta go. I'm glad that I'm finally divorcing you.
I love you, Emma. I can't live without you. I'll do anything to make you happy.
Anything?
Anything, just say it.
I want to get a divorce. As long as I can get away from you, that's all that matters. It's the best solution.
Don't say that. I'll do anything except divorce.
Stop being so persistent, Judas. Anyway, I was told that the divorce is now finalized.
No way.
I'll block your number because you're a stranger now and you're annoying me. You'll have to go through my lawyer if you want to talk to me.
I'm toast. Please don't abandon me, Emma.
Well, goodbye. I'm so happy now that I don't have to deal with you anymore. In the end, my ex-husband lost everything. He deserved it after what he did to his own mother. Now he is really homeless. He's working day jobs and also some scary jobs in order to pay for the alimony. I heard that he's struggling to make ends meet. Anyway, it was possible to claim the property left by a family member, but it appears that Judas doesn't know about that. I don't think it's necessary for me to tell him about that. After what he has done to me, I'm not willing to help him. I've had a lot of bad experiences. Judas was deceived by his girlfriend who told him that she needs money for pregnancy-related things. So he handed some amount of money to her for hospital bills and other things as he was told. How pathetic. Of course, I demanded alimony from his girlfriend too. She was upset and wouldn't accept it. So my lawyer told her by saying that he'll take the case to the court, and she complied in tears. I'm proud of my lawyer. It seems that she borrowed money from several places to pay for the alimony. But it was still not enough. So she had no choice but to start working at the red light district. Well, she deserves that. As for me, I bought a small apartment. I'm now living a comfortable life. I'm happy to work as an illustrator. I'm sure that my mother-in-law in heaven will be proud of me. By the way, the house I was living together with my mother-in-law has been newly reborn as a social facility for the elderly people. I occasionally visit there to have a drawing session with some elderly people. The view from the window has not changed. I can still remember my mother-in-law smiling at me whenever she saw me drawing something. To be honest, somehow I miss her. May she rest in peace. Anyway, I always look forward to the drawing session at the retirement home.
Carl, I'm sorry. I want you to come to the Riverside Hospital.
What? Why? I mean, when are you coming back? I'm hungry.
Sorry, I won't be home for a while.
Huh? What do you mean?
I was in an accident and I've just been sent to the hospital by ambulance.
Really? I don't need that kind of joke.
It's true. I just got treated at the emergency room.
Wait, seriously?
I told you, it's true. I also hit my head, so I have to stay in the hospital for a while. So I need you to do the paperwork.
God, what are you going to do about our trip to Hawaii tomorrow?
We can't go. I've been told to stay here just in case.
I was really looking forward to it.
So was I. I'm sorry, but can you call the travel agency and cancel it?
Cancel?
We don't have a choice. I want you to come to the hospital for the procedures, and I'd like you to bring some of my stuff, so please come.
God, okay.
Carl, not yet?
Huh? What?
I asked you to come to the hospital, didn't I? It's been 2 hours. When are you coming?
Oh, I forgot.
Huh? What do you mean you forgot? I've been waiting for you.
You're in the hospital room already, right?
Well, yes. To be honest, I had you to come to do the paperwork before moving into the room, but you didn't show up, so I talked to the nurse and she let me go ahead and move to the room.
But you didn't show up, so I talked to the nurse and she let me go ahead and move to the room.
Huh? You're not coming?
Look, I have to wake up early tomorrow and you seem to be fine, so I don't have to go.
Tomorrow? You're going on a trip?
I thought there would be a cancellation fee, so I looked it up and found out that they will charge us 100% of it for cancellations made the day before. It's stupid to pay the full amount for a trip you're not even going on, right? Then I thought, why don't I just go?
Well, I'm stuck in the hospital. You're going on a trip by yourself without even visiting me?
There's no way I'm going alone. I asked my coworker and he said he wants to go, so I decided to go with him. Don't worry, I'll bring you plenty of souvenirs.
Wait, I can't believe it.
Hey, that's my word. It's your own fault you got in an accident and you had to be hospitalized. It's not my fault.
Your wife got in an accident and ended up in the hospital. Aren't you worried about me?
Well, you seem to be fine. You can text me a lot like this, so you should be fine.
Fine, I'll ask my mom.
Well, I'm going to bed and prepare for my trip tomorrow. Call me if you need anything. It's a beautiful day. It's a perfect day for a trip. My coworker is enjoying a lot too. I can leave the hospital to take care of you and I'll go and take care of my coworker. Look forward to the souvenirs. See you later. Hey, Lynn, are you mad at me? You could at least reply me.
Having fun on your trip?
Yup, I'm having a blast. 5 days really fly by. I really don't want to go home.
You don't have to come back.
Hey, what are you saying? Don't get so mad at me. I've already bought plenty of souvenirs.
I'll look forward to it. I also have a present for you too.
For me?
Yes, look forward to it.
I don't know what it is, but, well, okay. By the way, I'll be at the airport on the day after tomorrow at 1 p.m., so can you and come pick me up? I've bought so many souvenirs and I'm in trouble. Hey, where are you? I'm already at the airport.
Sorry, I don't think I can make it, so please take a cab or something.
What? Really? Are you still in the hospital? You could have told me earlier.
There are plenty of cabs at the airport, right?
Well, yeah, I'm sure I can get one. Okay, I'm going home now. I'm going to the hospital after I drop my stuff off.
Be safe.
Hey, what's going on? There's nothing in the house.
Oh, I hadn't told you yet. I moved out.
What? Moved out? During my trip?
Yeah, I just got all the stuff out yesterday.
I mean, I don't understand. Well, where's our new house? You have to tell me where it is.
Let's see, the address is 7014 River Street.
Huh? That's my parents' address, right? Wait, you moved in with my parents? You mean we're going to live with them?
Oh, only you are going back to your parents' house. My house is different.
Huh? What do you mean?
You and I are getting divorced, so we have to live separately.
Divorce? Wait, why? What's going on? Don't make funny jokes. I don't get it.
Did you enjoy your trip with your girlfriend?
What?
I'm asking you, did you have fun on the trip and cheating on me with a girl who is from your company?
Huh? Why?
I had to be hospitalized because of the accident, so I called my coworker. Then it seems that she was in Hawaii at the same time. She thought of me and texted me along with a bunch of nice photos.
No way.
It looks like you were having a lot of fun.
No, Lynn, no. She is really just a coworker.
There are more. You know, kissing this cute girl, cuddling with her, but she's still just a coworker, huh?
Wait. Let me explain. I'm going to the hospital now. Lynn, sorry. Please, will you at least listen to me?
I'm sorry, but I don't have anything to talk to you anymore. Besides, I don't want to see your face anymore. From now on, if you come to the hospital, I'll make you leave like I did before.
No.
Let's talk about the future through a lawyer. You should go back to your parents' house. Your mother is packing up all your stuff and taking them to her house.
Huh? Don't tell me Mom knows about this.
My family and your family all know. Duh.
Why would you? It's about us. Why are you telling everyone first?
Why? When they heard I was in the hospital, they all came because they were worried about me. The only one who didn't come was you, my husband.
No, because the trip.
Right. We had been planning this trip for 6 months, and I was really looking forward to it, and I knew you were too. But I can't imagine prioritizing a trip when your wife was in an accident and had to be hospitalized. Your parents both cried and apologized to me.
Even though you were in the hospital, I thought you would be able to get out soon, and since you were able to communicate normally, I thought you would be fine. First of all, it's because of your carelessness that we are in the situation, right? It's not my fault.
Sure, it's my fault that I got into the accident, but I don't need a husband who leaves the person he is going to spend the rest of his life with and go on a trip with some other girl. My family and your parents agreed with me. They helped me with the moving arrangements and moving out my stuff. I am so grateful.
Are we really getting divorced?
Of course. Oh, and I'm selling that house. The only place you can go back to is your parents' house.
What? You sold it? Why are you selling my house without my permission?
My house? It's my house. Did you forget?
Huh? Mom also knows about this?
You couldn't get a loan with your low income, so I bought the house under my name since I have a higher income than you, right?
Oh, that might have been it.
Since it's under my name, you have no right to complain about what I do with it. It will be sold at the end of this month. Oh, by the way, I've told you about this case to your company.
What? You told the company?
Of course I did.
Wait, there's no need to tell them. What are you doing?
Oh, you don't know why I was in the accident.
A reason?
Yeah, I was in an accident because I protected a child who ran into the road.
Oh, really? And the kid is...
Of course, he's fine. While I was in the hospital, the child's family came to visit me. We were talking and I couldn't believe it was someone from your company.
What?
The head of the sales department.
What? Manager? No way.
So he said he wanted to apologize to you too, but you were on a happy vacation with a girl from your company, right? So I politely explained to him what kind of situation we're in.
Oh no.
He was extremely angry. I heard there were rumors in the company that you and the girl might be having an affair. I wonder how long you've been cheating on me.
What? I've never heard of such a thing.
Of course you haven't. You won't hear rumors about yourself. Well, I'm sure it's already spread throughout the company. I feel sorry.
Oh no, Lynn, please. It's not too late. Can you tell the manager that everything was wrong? I won't be able to go to work if you don't.
I don't care. You deserve it.
Damn, this can't be. I lost my house, my job. You did all this without telling me. I'm gonna sue you.
Go ahead if you can. Then let's just settle this through our lawyers. Goodbye.
I'm sorry.
Will you stop texting me?
Lynn, I need you to listen to me, please.
Why are you trying to put me in a good mood just because you lost a trial? You're really annoying.
Lynn, please. I'm about to get fired. If that happens, I won't be able to divide the property. Hey, please reconsider.
Even if you have to borrow money, I'll have you pay what you need to.
Oh no.
Oh, and I'll ask for child support, so please keep that in mind.
What? Child support?
I'm pregnant, so I'm going to ask for child support for the baby and the property division.
A baby? My child? Are you kidding me? Then the child needs a father, right? Lynn, let's start over. I'll do my best.
That's disgusting.
What?
I can't believe that someone who can't even take care of his own wife can take care of his unborn child. I can't be family with you. The only family I have is my parents and my unborn child. So please don't reach me again. Please pay the property division and child support. Afterwards, my ex-husband, who had a poor sales record to begin with, was fired from his job as the company could not continue to employ him after what had spread within the company. He did not want to divorce me by any means, so he began to visit my workplace frequently and was arrested for trespassing. As for me, my baby is growing up fine and I can't wait for him to be born. With the property division and child support from my ex-husband, I am living happily without any inconvenience.
Where are you? Are you still at work? Or are you with a girl again?
Yeah, so what? I'm having dinner right now.
That's enough. How many times have you done this? The affair...
I'm a popular guy. That's why girls want me. It can't be helped. If they like me and I say no, you'll feel sorry for them, won't you? Being popular is tough.
You and I are married, remember? You're a married guy, you know that, right?
I know, but is there a rule that says I can't hang out with other girls just because I'm married? Besides, we're just having dinner now.
I'm sure there is.
Is that so? But you never asked for divorcing. Well, you can't divorce me no matter how much I cheat on you. I make more money than most people since I work for my dad's company. It's a stable job. That's why you can't get divorced. I'm the only reason you can live in peace.
That's a lot of confidence. That doesn't mean I won't ask you to get divorced, but...
What other reasons you got? You married me for the money, right? Women are easy.
No, you were nice to me when we were together. You were so gentle. That's what attracted me to you and made me decide to marry you.
Okay.
If you cheat so much, why do you stay married? Because you still love me, right?
Huh? It's for my sake that I don't divorce. You're not bad looking, and everyone around me is married, so I need a wife at least. You know, men have pride, and we need to show off.
Are you serious? Are you married just for that reason?
Huh? What else is there?
That's terrible. You told me you loved me when you proposed. Your words made me so happy from the bottom of my heart.
Because if I didn't say so, you wouldn't have gone through with the marriage.
From now on, I want us to be a normal couple. Can't we talk about this once?
Talk about what? I don't have anything to tell you.
I'll forgive you for cheating me, so I want you to stop cheating. I want you to love me.
I've told you 1,000,000 times that my cheating habit was my parents' fault. My parents' bad education made me the way I am now. I can't fix it. But you can't divorce me, so I'm fine the way we are.
You may be fine, but I'm not. Don't blame your parents for how you grew up. Besides, your parents didn't teach you that it's okay to cheat, did they?
No, but my parents have always been bad, and that's what I tried to copy.
You say that a lot too, but are you sure? What do you mean by saying bad?
What do you mean?
When I went to your parents' house, they told me some of the old stories, but they were all stories with love. Nothing you're saying matches to them. That's why I can't believe it.
Shut up. If you keep talking like that, I will feel that I don't want to go home even more. I'm not going home today.
No, I want to have a conversation. I won't say anything else. Just come home.
It's your fault for not coming home. I've got this nagging wife at home, and who would want to feel to go home?
I'll shut up, so I want to discuss what we're going to do. That's why I want you to come home. This is important to us, right?
Yeah, only if I can.
My husband did not come home that day. Even after the affair was exposed in this way, he didn't mind, blamed his parents, and showed no apology. Even so, we were still newlyweds. I believed that my husband would change someday and did not think about divorcing. However, my husband's behavior did not change. When are you coming home? You haven't been home lately.
If I come home, you're so noisy.
Noisy? I'm saying this for your own good. You have no idea. Where the hell do you sleep every night?
I hop around houses to sleep.
Are they girls' houses again?
It's none of your business. Why do I have to tell you so much?
The other day, your father called me. He told me that you sent him pictures of your trip. He was happy that you and I are getting along.
So what?
You know what I mean? I haven't traveled with you lately, so you sent him pictures of you and your girlfriend, didn't you? How could you do such a thing? To show your parents how well we get along, I had to lie to him. Do you know how I felt? What was I supposed to say?
I don't know. I didn't ask you to lie to him. You did it on your own. Why are you complaining to me?
You're not going to be able to work for your father's company if you're like that. Do you understand that?
Why? That's none of his business. It's my father's company. I'm his son.
Your father is a strict person. If he knew about your affair, what would he say?
I told you, it's their fault for me being like this. He can't be mad at me. Stop being stupid.
Then, can I tell him the truth?
Go ahead. But if you tell him, we'll get divorced immediately.
Don't say like that. I didn't do anything to make you think you want to get divorced. I'm doing my best to live happily with you. Why don't you understand?
When did I tell you to do that? I didn't ask you to do anything. Don't put this on me when you're doing it on your own.
Please don't cheat on me again.
I've transferred enough money. Don't complain. It's my life. Let me do what I want. I want to live happily ever after.
But you are my husband, and I'm your wife. It's not just about your life. It's our lives, okay? You're married to me, so it's not right to let you do what you want.
Don't be bossy. You're a housewife. You can't even eat properly without me.
That's...
You tell me not to cheat on you, and you tell me I'm a bad person every day. You married me for money, right? That's worse than me. You wanted my property, right? Tell the truth.
No. I told you before, didn't I? Why do you think like that?
It's time to show me your true self. You're also cheating on me, aren't you?
How could you say that? I'm not having an affair.
The more you tend to lecture people like this, the more you suck in your true nature. I doubt it.
I'm not like that. Don't change the subject. Stop cheating on me and do the right thing. Otherwise, your father will find out and he'll fire you from your job. If that happens, it'll ruin your life.
Huh? You think a parent would fire his son? My dad can't fire me, no matter how much he hates me. I don't need you to worry about me.
How do you know? Your father cares about the company. And he always says trust is important. I'm sure he'll get mad at you, telling you not to ruin the impression.
If it happens, I'll think about what to do then. It's none of your business. Leave me alone now.
I'm your wife. Of course it matters to me. This is enough.
I'm going to get tired of going out eventually, and will be at home all the time. So let me do what I want to do while I still can. It's like heaven to live freely every day, isn't it?
I told you when we got married, right? I wanted to get married, but I said if you still wanted to play around, I should wait for you, so do what you want while you still can.
You might have said that, but I wasn't thinking seriously at that time. I was still a kid, you know.
That's why this is happening. I think it's time for you to come home. Let's have a talk.
You really are a persistent bitch. Don't blame me just because I'm cheating. If you want to get divorced, then I would. I'm the next president of the company, and I don't think you can get divorced though. I'm busy now, so don't text me.
I was a fool for trusting my husband. I can't believe anything about him anymore. I finally decided to divorce him. I didn't think I would get divorced so soon. I felt sorry for my family and friends who had blessed me with our marriage, but I couldn't stand it. Hey, I need to talk to you.
What? Another lecture? I'm sick of it.
Let's get divorced.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I can't take it anymore. I want to get away from you.
If you divorce me, you can't live. Do you understand that?
You don't have to worry about that. I'm going to my parents' place and I'll find a job soon. Besides, it's harder for me to stay with you than surviving my life.
Wow, you say bossy things.
I put up with it because I trusted you. But after yesterday, I couldn't take it anymore. We don't need to be married anymore, do we?
Well, if you want to get divorced, I'll accept it. But I don't want to get divorced because you want to. So, pretend that I told you.
Okay, that's fine. I'll do whatever it takes to divorce you.
Just don't tell anyone around here that it's because I cheated on you, okay? We're getting divorced because you're short-tempered and restrictive. It's your fault, okay?
I hate to say it myself, but I've put up with you for cheating this long, and I don't like being called short-tempered. But, well, I'm not going to have anything to do with you anymore once we're divorced, so that's fine.
Right? Don't complain every time. Then don't ever ask me for help again, okay? We don't even have kids.
I wouldn't do that. I'm the one who's asking for divorce. But I'm going to ask for compensation.
Huh? Compensation? You think you can do such a thing?
You were unfaithful to me, so I have the right to file a compensation for emotional distress. Everyone knows. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Well, I have a dad who's the president. I can make money, so I have plenty of it. I can pay you at once. Don't be bossy anymore.
Yeah, but you'll have to contact a lawyer to talk about how you pay.
A lawyer? I thought you were a calm person, but hey, don't get cocky. What's with that attitude?
What? Is there a problem with lawyer? It'll be easier if we use them, right?
What's with that tone? Then I don't want to pay it anymore. You've got to be kidding. I'll never pay you.
What are you talking about? It's not up to you to decide whether or not to pay. Let's have a lawyer make the decision for us, okay?
I'll tell the lawyer all about that bossy attitude. You don't even have any proof that I cheated on you in the first place, right? How are you going to claim compensation?
I have plenty of evidence. First of all, you admitted to cheat on me through text. And when I saw you cheating, I actually took a picture of it.
Oh well, then do whatever you want. Such a cowardly bitch.
I'll do however I like. If you want to talk to me, you'll have to go through my lawyer from now on, okay?
Okay. I'll never go home again.
The divorce was easily finalized without even seeing my husband. I also filed for compensation, and I felt somewhat relieved. After the divorce, I went back to my parents' house, managed to find a job, and was enjoying my life. Then, 1 month after the divorce, it seemed that he got a punishment.
Hey, Melissa.
What? I told you not to contact me again, didn't I? Can you please talk to the lawyer?
I don't have time. My dad made me quit my job.
Oh? Why?
I got in a fight with a girl at work. She told my dad all about me. He said I was a disgrace to the company.
Oh, well, I guess you got what you deserved, right? I mean, is this the girl I filed for compensation?
That's right. She said it was my fault for being charged. She's been blaming me the whole time. And then she told my dad that she would quit the job.
Yeah, but that's none of my business. Why are you telling me that?
Because he won't give me any money. He told me to get a job myself.
Yeah, so?
I can still make a living for now, but eventually I can't pay the compensation. I don't have that kind of money.
Even if you say so, you have to pay what you have to. You promised.
Hey, Melissa, can't you do something about it? You're the only one who can help me.
Why? I tried to help you so many times, but you turned me down on everything, didn't you? I will never forgive you. I'm not going to help you because I don't forgive you. I don't want anything to do with you ever again. I don't want to see your face. I don't want to hear your voice. I don't even want to see your text.
Maybe you're still mad at me for cheating on you. I'm sorry for everything that happened. It was my fault. I was just a kid. Please forgive me. After I left you, I finally understood. I finally realized what a jerk I was.
You finally realized it? You didn't even listen to me when I tried so hard to convince you back then. I wanted you to realize.
Now I finally understand. I finally realized that you are the only one who will believe me this much and wait patiently for me. There is no other woman as good as you.
It's too late. It's too late for that. You're just saying it for now, aren't you? Everything you say sounds like a lie. And you're apologizing because you want me to do something about the compensation. It's for money, right? I'm not such an easy woman.
No, I realized I still love you. It's true, believe me.
It was 100% your fault for cheating on me back then. You treated me like I was selfish and a bad person. But I still believed that you would understand me if we talked properly, so I put up with it for a long time. So don't tell me you love me so easily. Believe you? Hell no.
I'm sorry. I was cheating on you without a care in the world. It's really insane.
Right? If you understand that, then we're done.
You understand me? Can we start over?
Huh? Are you stupid? How could I think like that? I have nothing more to say to you. From now on, you're on your own and live a decent life.
No, without you, I might misbehave again.
So? It's none of my business if you misbehave. You can live as you like.
Don't abandon me, please. Help me. I'll do my best to make sure that you can live a satisfying life from now on. Would you reconsider?
You're fired.
Huh?
What are you talking about? You got fired from your job and asked me for help. Did you notice you're saying stupid things?
But I really might not be able to make a living. I might not be able to pay my rent and have nowhere to live. Don't you feel sorry for me?
None of my business. I don't want to hear from you again, so I'll block you. Goodbye.
Oh, no, Melissa. Wait. You have to help me.
My ex-husband was working for his father's company without any problems. When he was working, he was making a good amount of money. But he had very little savings, and now he's really struggling to make ends meet. He has managed to get a new job, but he is struggling to pay the compensation. The luxurious life he had seemed to have flown away like a wind. But it's all his fault. I'm doing well at work and living happily at home with my family.
Are you busy right now? I'm sorry to bother you while you're working. Can I talk to you for a minute?
What is it, Christina?
I just got back from a business trip, but I just want you to know about my concern.
Huh? Was it today that you're coming back?
No, I finished work earlier than I had planned, so I managed to go home a day early.
Oh, I see.
Are you telling me that I shouldn't have come home early? You seem disappointed somehow.
No, I'm not. I just didn't think it was today, that's all. Anyway, what's wrong?
I think someone broke into our house.
What? Why?
When I came home, I felt strange.
What do you mean?
The furniture is arranged slightly different from before. Did you move our furnitures?
No, I didn't.
I see. It's weird.
Seriously, since you were away for some days, maybe you misunderstood.
At first I thought so, but I think some of them are missing.
No way.
Did you use the money inside an envelope in the drawer at the study?
Money? I don't even know that it was there.
Really? Then maybe it's a burglary.
Is that so? That's not good.
Yeah, the cash in the study and some of my jewelries are missing too. I'm sure that someone had broken into the house and took them.
Yeah.
That's why I just called the police.
You called the police?
The cash and the jewelry were taken. It's definitely a burglary, right?
Maybe you put them somewhere else and you just forgot about it.
If it was just cash, I would have thought so, but the jewelries were inside the jewelry box. So there's no way I could have forgot about where they were.
But if you called the police without looking for those things that went missing first, you'll be in trouble. You'll also embarrass yourself in the end. Why don't you try to search for them again?
Why are you stopping me from calling the police? Do you know something about this?
I don't know, but I think it's too early to call the police. It's not like the room was ransacked or the locks were broken, but there were some small things missing from the living room too. That's very odd, don't you think so? I don't think a thief would be interested in stealing away small decorations. Is that so? Oh, the police are here now, so I'll tell them what happened. Felix, I was right. Looks like it's definitely a burglar. So, can you come home soon? Oh, now? Why? Because you're the head of our household, so it's natural. Besides, I was on a business trip for a week. I was wondering about the different furniture arrangement, or if you changed the interior design. And the police want to talk with you about that too. That's such a sudden request. I can't. I'm at work right now. For heaven's sake, our house has been burglarized. Your company will understand, won't they? I have an important meeting soon. I don't think I can leave. But I'm scared and I'm worried about being alone too. You're not a child. Don't be so naive. Let me know when you know the outcome, okay? Bye. Wait, Felix. Have you finished your meeting? Oh, are you done with the police? Please, come home soon. I really need you. What? You can handle this on your own, can't you? It's no big deal. You worry too much. But the police said they need to check something with you. They want me to call you. Huh? Are you telling me that I'm being suspected? Of course not. It's only natural to ask to speak to the people involved, isn't it? I wonder why you refuse to talk to the police. What's wrong with you, Felix? I'm not refusing to talk to them, but I'm busy at work, so I can't leave. Why? It's a big deal. You should explain to your company about what's going on. It's an emergency. I told you, I'm in the middle of an important meeting. I can't just leave. The meeting started from an hour ago. It's over now, isn't it? No, it's still going on. Then why are you texting me? We're having a break now. What do the cops want to check with me anyway? The police checked our house and found out that there were no signs of forced entry. Does that mean there was no break-in? So it was your mistake after all, wasn't it? No, it wasn't. It can't be a misunderstanding because a lot of things are missing. The police searched the whole house. The whole house? Yes, they told me that they found a third party's fingerprints. No kidding, so it was a burglary after all. But there's something weird. What do you mean by weird? The place where the owner of the fingerprints touched is different from a normal burglar. What? I don't get it. In most cases, burglars usually only look in places where they think there might be money or goods. This burglar touched so many things inside the house. What kind of burglar is that? I don't know. Maybe they wanted to find something valuable. But they also went through the bathroom and the kitchen. The police even found fingerprints on the microwave oven. Why on earth would a burglar do that? They must have been very desperate. Maybe it was a vindictive burglar. Don't be silly. Besides, there's no broken windows and the locks weren't broken. So what? There must be someone who invited the burglar into the house. They said it's impossible to enter the house without a key. But you don't invite a burglar into your house, do you? That's right, so that would mean the person had the keys. Our keys were stolen. That's why the cops wanted to ask you if you lost your keys or not. I have the keys with me. I guess I have to make sure I get a good look at them. So will you please come home? I'm telling you, I can't go home right now. It can't be helped then. Anyway, I'll go talk to the police. Felix, I checked with the police. I see. There's nothing to worry about since I didn't lose my keys, right? They said that they have to check the keys. Since you can't come home right away, you can just send me a picture of the keys. The police said that a picture is acceptable for now. Why do I have to do that? What? You can take a picture of those keys in 2 seconds, can't you? We're in the middle of an investigation, so you have to cooperate. I told you, I'm in a meeting right now.
A family emergency would be taken into consideration by your company. Besides, you're on break, right? What's wrong with you, Felix?
I'm about to go back to the meeting.
Are you telling me that you don't have the keys with you?
That's not what I mean. I'm coming home every day, so it's only natural that I have the keys, right?
Then why do you refuse so much? I think there's something fishy about you.
It's not weird. I just don't have them with me right now. I'm in the conference room.
Huh? Where are your keys then?
It's in my bag at my desk. I'm in a meeting right now, so I'm in a different room.
I see. Anyway, the police have to check it. They say they can't finish their investigation if you don't allow them to do that. Can you get out of the meeting room for a while and go take a picture of the keys? You can at least do that, right? Please cooperate, Felix.
Well...
What's wrong? Felix, are you there? Please, reply to me. The police are waiting for you too. How long are you going to make us wait? The police said they gave up.
Oh, okay then.
You're sending me a reply. Why are you able to do that?
The meeting has just finished.
Really? So you can come home, right? The police are still here.
What? The police are still there? I still have work to do after this, so I can't go home. I just got some extra tasks. It's tough being an office worker.
The meeting is over, right? Just come home, okay?
I still have to put together the materials after the meeting and so on. I still have a lot of things to do. I'm busy.
When I asked you to send me a picture of the keys, you didn't reply, and when I told you about the police are still here, you're telling me that you can't come home. That's crazy.
That's not true.
Did you lose your house keys?
What are you talking about? How could I lose it?
Because I have the keys here.
What? You found them at our house?
I mean, there's an unfamiliar woman and she had the keys with her.
What?
Stop fooling around. Why would a stranger like her have the keys to her house? You're gonna have to explain that to me.
I don't know. Maybe I dropped the keys somewhere.
Don't play dumb with me, Felix. I know that you're hiding something from me. You're having an affair, aren't you?
What are you talking about?
I'm the one who wants to know. I already know all about this. Your girlfriend didn't know I was home, so she was kind enough to bring me the keys. Then, she saw the police coming and she panicked. The police questioned her, so she confessed about the affair. I don't want to hear any more excuses from you, Felix.
Wait a minute. There's no way I would betray you. That woman lied.
I was away from home on a business trip. She said that she's been with you all week. How could she find out that I've been gone for a week if no one told her about that? Moreover, she knows that I was on a business trip.
You're right. Maybe she did some research in advance.
That doesn't make any sense.
Well, but you don't have any proof that I was cheating on you.
You lied to me by pretending that you don't know anything about the affair. That's disgusting.
That's not what I mean.
Explain to me then. This woman is a stranger. Are you telling me that she stole your keys?
No, well, I don't know.
Then I'll tell that to the police and have them arrest her. That's fine, right? It's a burglary anyway.
No, wait. You don't have to do that, okay?
Why not? She stole the keys from you, so that's a crime, right?
I lost my keys, and she brought them back.
Then what? You just let her in and out our house for a week?
I didn't do that.
Are you stupid? That's enough.
I'm sorry.
You gave your keys to that woman, right?
Yes, that's correct.
She's the one you're having an affair with, wasn't she?
Yes, I deeply apologize.
The police just took her fingerprints and it was a perfect match. You can't hide the truth any longer.
But I didn't know she stole money and goods just because I let her come inside the house.
I know she said that she didn't mean to do that.
Well, then it's settled.
Yes, it's settled. I want a divorce.
What? Why? Hold on a sec. I didn't steal anything, did I?
Stop talking nonsense, Felix. You brought your girlfriend into our house while I was away on a business trip.
I'm sorry.
If an apology can solve every trouble in this world, I believe that the police won't exist. Thus, We had a divorce. The woman was free to come and go with the key Felix had given her. She ransacked the house and stole some money and goods. I think she was after the money from the beginning. Of course, she is going to be taken care of by the police and put behind bars. But there was something else wrong with this woman.
Christina, help me. Please, answer me.
Huh? I have nothing to say to you.
Thank you for your reply.
What do you want?
Well, actually, that woman has put me as a guarantor for her debts.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
I know it's my fault, but please help me. I can barely make ends meet. She maxed out my credit cards for online shopping. She even took out some cash in advance. It's all my debt, and I can't pay for all of them. Christina, don't you feel sorry for your ex-husband that he's struggling? Don't you want to help someone you still love?
Stop blabbering nonsense, Felix. Don't be silly. I mean, that woman stole money and goods from our house, so you shouldn't have let her use your credit card.
I didn't think that she would dare to do something like that. She didn't seem like a person with bad personality.
You're an idiot. I'm sorry, but you're just too stupid to understand.
What? You don't have to say that much. It's your fault that I cheated on you.
Huh? Don't make weird accusations. How can it be my fault? It's 100% your fault.
You were busy with work and went on business trips all the time. I was alone in our house. You're the one who cheated on me while you were on your business trips, weren't you? I want my alimony.
I didn't cheat on you. If you doubt me, why don't you find out where I went for my business trips? I was on my own for my entire business trips. If you check where I was staying and where I was working, you can get the proof that I was alone all the time. I was just working diligently.
Why don't we start over then? Please?
What are you talking about? You're contradicting yourself. The divorce was finalized a long time ago.
So, let's get remarried. I beg you.
No, I don't. Who on earth would remarry a cheating jerk who's trapped in an enormous amount of debt?
Don't say that. It's terrible. You still love me, don't you?
Cut it out, okay? You were the one who cheated on me. It's all your fault.
I'm sorry. I sincerely apologize. So, can you at least spare me the alimony? I can't pay you because of what that woman did to me.
I don't care. I want my alimony. You're a child, Felix. Don't be so naive.
Oh no, what am I supposed to do? I can't make a living.
When I was in trouble, you said that I should handle that on my own. Don't be so selfish. But since I'm a kind-hearted person, let me give you some advice.
Really? Tell me then.
If you can't pay for the alimony, then ask your parents to lend you some money and work it out. You must pay the alimony in one lump sum. I'm not going to change my mind. Contact me when you know the outcome. Bye! I received a number of persistent messages from Felix. I read through them but didn't reply at all, just like what he did to me last time. I don't think I should give him any reply. In the end, Felix asked his parents to pay the alimony on his behalf. He was allowed to live at his parents' house. I was relieved that the alimony was paid. However, he was supposed to repay the alimony to his parents. I heard that he is working from morning till night every day. He's too selfish to have an affair while I was away for a business trip and even gave his girlfriend the keys. He really is an idiot. What comes around goes around, so he deserves that. Natalie, you are a housewife and the eldest son's wife. It's only natural that you should take care of your brother-in-law. You definitely can do it, right? Huh? Why are you talking about that out of the blue? I've been taking care of a 38-year-old jobless son for a year. Oh, I see. It must have been tough for you. Next time, you're the one who's going to take care of that boy. I beg your pardon? Are you telling me that he'll move in with us? Yes, that's what I've been telling you since a while ago. I thought you understood about that. Morale, please don't get so excited. First, I have to talk to my husband Felix. Have you told him? Why do I have to call Felix? I'm sure he'll understand if I tell you, won't he? Don't be so silly and just let his younger brother Derek move in with you quickly. I heard that Derek is suffering from depression, isn't he? So what? Is that a problem? If that's the case, it's even more difficult to take care of him at our house. You are just a housewife, so you have plenty of time. All you have to do is take care of him. I have 2 sons who are still in middle school. I don't want to take on the responsibility of taking care of Derek without thinking. Please give me some time to consider. You and Felix have been forcing me to take care of Derek until now. This time, it's your turn to take care of him. He's your son, isn't he? Besides, you told us that you just want us to help him financially. That's why we've been sending money to you every month. Even if you gave me money, it wouldn't heal my heartache. You're a stupid wife if you can't even realize that. You should have known a little better. I understand that you've been through a hard time with Derek. Then why don't we have a family meeting? We don't know how much assistance Derek needs. I don't think we should take on a case when we don't know anything about his current health condition. He's a 38 years old shut-in, but he can talk. You can have a discussion with Felix about that because I don't want to get involved. How irresponsible. Anyway, how long has he been taking his medications? I don't know anything about that. In my opinion, depression is just an indulgence. You don't need any treatment for that. You're wrong, Morel. Depression is a mental illness. Without proper treatment, it can lead to the worst case scenario. Please don't be too harsh on Derek. You're so annoying. I was just trying to tell you the truth. Derek is too old to get married, so that's why he's taking advantage of me by pretending to be sick. I regret that. I gave birth to a worthless son like him. Please don't say that. Derek is your own son. Anyway, it's been decided that you and Felix are going to take care of Derek. I'm counting on both of you. Hold on a sec. You can't just decide like that. I could have kicked him out of my house right away, but I held out for a year. I've done my job as a mother. Derek is your family too, so you better do your duty together with Felix. Oh dear. My name is Natalie, and I am a 42 years old housewife. I've been married for 20 years to my husband Felix, who is the same age as me, and we have 2 kids in middle school. I spend every day in a flurry of activities while raising our 2 children. My father-in-law passed away a few years ago. Felix's brother Derek has never lived alone. He still lives with his 67-year-old mother at home. I heard that he is a shut-in. To be honest, I was surprised at the sudden allegation from Morale. But I thought it would not be good to ignore Derek since he's suffering from depression. I hurriedly talked to my husband about it. We were discussing about what we should do next time. 2 days later, something unexpected arrived at our house. Morale, looks like Derek's personal belongings were sent to our house, and we had to pay for the delivery cost too. I'm glad it arrived safely. He doesn't have much stuff, so I didn't hire the movers. I sent it to you by courier, so please pay the delivery cost. Me and Felix haven't decided whether we will take care of Derek or not. We are still discussing about the plan, so nothing has been decided yet. I've been waiting for some days, but you didn't reply to me. That's why I just decided to have Derek's stuff delivered to your house. It's only been 2 days since the last time you called. We can't come to a conclusion so soon. 2 days is more than enough to have a discussion and decide something. It's impossible. We need to do some preparations in advance. I'm busy with the sale of my house and other things. I don't want to wait any longer. Just take care of Derek, okay? I'm counting on you guys. You're selling the house? I didn't know that. We seriously need to think about the preparations. Have you told Felix? Of course not. I inherited the house, so I'm the owner. Why should I tell Felix that I've decided to sell the house? Selling a house is an important matter. I think it's better to discuss such things beforehand. We are family after all. I have my own reasons, so stop bothering me. Is something wrong? Feel free to talk to me if you want to. Actually, I'm going to start investing. Isn't that great? Investment? That's quite a sudden announcement. Why did you suddenly decide that? I became friends with an investor at a coffee shop I often visit. Did that person encourage you to start investing? Yes, that's right. He's a very kind person. I learned a lot about investing from him. He told me that I'm talented. That's when I decided to become a devoted investor. What? Isn't that suspicious? That's not true. Don't talk nonsense. He actually earns more than $1,000 every month and has a house overseas. Besides, he even showed me pictures of his mansion, so he's definitely a millionaire. Honestly, I find that a little hard to believe. I mean, it's just too suspicious. But what does that have to do with selling the house? I need more money to fund my investments because the inheritance from my husband has run out. Derek's savings are gone and he's unemployed. The only way to make money was to sell the house. I'm going to use a lot of money for this investment. Wait a minute, did you use Derek's savings? He lost his income when he became unemployed, right? Of course I used it. Are you kidding me? What are you going to do from now on? If you sell the house, you won't have a place to live. How are you going to live? That person also owns an apartment building. I heard he has a spare room, so that's where I'm going to live. Living in a huge apartment was my dream, and it has come true. Geez, there are so many things I want to complain about. Can you hold the house sale for now? Why? It's my house. Besides, it's my life, so let me do what I want. It's none of your business. I understand what you're saying, but you're making too many arbitrary decisions. For example, is Derek's luggages. I don't think it's right for you to send them to me without discussing in advance. Isn't that too insane? I've been taking care of a middle-aged shut-in for a year, remember? Don't you think it's about time for me to be free? I wonder why you have no compassion for me. But before Derek became depressed, he was working and he also paid for your expenses, right? Why don't you take good care of Derek this time? It is a filial piety for a child to take care of his parents. On the contrary, Derek was depending on me since he became a shut-in. It's unacceptable. Why don't we get together and have a family meeting? We don't want the burden to fall solely on you, Morel. I'm worried about your house too. I think this is a problem that we all need to think about and solve together. I want to be a full-fledged investor as soon as possible. I even borrowed money to achieve that goal. I can't just sit around and do nothing because I have to pay it back, right? Seriously? I can't believe you did that. I borrowed some money so that I can start investing. How much? About $10,000. Really? That's a lot of money. If you start investing seriously, you can pay this back in no time. That's not true. Let's discuss this as soon as possible. If we don't, we'll be in trouble. You're overreacting. If I don't become an investor in the first place, you'll be in trouble too. Why do you think so? Because you're the guarantor for the debt. Huh? I don't remember giving you any permission to turn me as your guarantor. I filled out the form myself. I prepared everything perfectly. I'm really a smart woman, don't you think so? I don't think you're allowed to do such thing. I did it anyway. Amazing, isn't it? I don't think so. Anyway, if you stop me from becoming an investor, I'll never be able to repay my debt. As my guarantor, you will be in trouble, right? Using someone's name without permission is a crime. You'll get arrested. Even if you say such a thing now, it's too late. I can't change the fact that you're my guarantor. That's too selfish. If you have time to complain, why don't you shut up and take care of Derek? Well then, goodbye. Natalie, things have changed. Leave that middle-aged shut-in alone and take care of me from today. Hello, Morel. It's been a month since the last time we spoke. I'll be living with you guys from now on, so please keep that in mind. I don't like it when you say that so suddenly. You always decide things so sudden. We're family. There's nothing wrong with that. You must take good care of your mother-in-law. Stop kidding me. We don't have enough capacity to take care of you. What are you talking about? You're my son's wife, so it's only natural that you should take care of his brother too. I'm better than Derek, right? If it's too hard for you guys to take care of him, then just abandon him right away. It's better than taking care of an old lady like you. What did you say? How dare you talk to me like that? I'm sorry, I was just being honest. You're a terrible daughter-in-law. I was just trying to tell you the fact. It can't be helped, right? What are you talking about? Derek is a 38-year-old middle-aged shut-in who doesn't work and stays at home all the time. It's much better for you to take care of me instead. For your information, Derek is working. What? He doesn't live together with me and Felix at our house. He lives alone now. There's no need for me and Felix to take care of him. You must be kidding. That's not what I heard. I haven't heard anything from you since the last time we talked, so it's natural that you didn't know. Explain to me, what on earth is going on? First of all, Derek has ADHD. What language is that? Don't use abbreviations. ADHD stands for Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder. It's a disease caused by an inborn error in brain development. Don't say random things. When I gave birth to him, the doctor never mentioned anything like that to me. When Derek was born, ADHD wasn't a common thing, so I think he wasn't diagnosed properly. Then why now? Derek is already 38 years old. I had to learn more about Derek's depression, so we went to the hospital together. At that time, they recommended an examination. As a result, he was diagnosed with ADHD. So what? The cause of his depression was ADHD. I don't get it. ADHD causes a lot of common mistakes at work, interpersonal problems, and so on. In addition, you treated him so badly that he was stressed out and ended up with depression. Hold it right there. You make it sound like it's all my fault. I'm not the one who should be blamed here. You kept calling Derek a failure and told him every day that he couldn't do anything by himself, didn't you? I was just trying to be honest with him. But because of that, he couldn't decide to live alone and ended up living together with you. I also heard that you took all of his salary. I lose my mind too if I had to live like that. I feel sorry for Derek. I was using his salary to pay for our living expenses. It's obvious, isn't it? I let him live in my house and I fed him too. You only gave him bread and water every day, but you went to eat out at a restaurant with Derek's money most of the time. Isn't that too much? That's not true. If he didn't like to eat only bread, he should have cooked by himself. You didn't allow him to do that, did you? You told him that he would make the kitchen dirty, so he obeyed your order. Because I'm the one who cleans the kitchen all the time. I heard that you outsourced all of the house chores. That's very elegant. Did Derek tell you that? You hired a housekeeper using your allowance, didn't you? You're not a queen who lives in a castle, Morel. That's fine, since I don't hire the housekeeper every day. I don't think so. Derek told me that the housekeeper was there every single day. Really? I don't think so. I'm having a difficulty remembering things. Derek confirmed the housekeeper's name from the service provider. We were also able to check the frequency. If your memory is not clear, I can check it out for you. Why did you do that? You guys are so insidious. In the first place, it was Derek who made the decision of giving all his salary to me and live together with me. If you have a problem with that, you should talk to Derek, not me. He wasn't performing well at work and he was also blamed by you at home. I don't think he was in a normal state of mind. That's why he couldn't think of any other way but to obey you. If that's the case, how did he get back into the workforce? There's no way a company would hire a 38-year-old sick man. Derek originally had a second job. You didn't know about that? Are you telling me that he has a side job? All of his salary was taken by you, so he's been working at home for some time to earn money. There's no way he can get a good job. A side job doesn't pay that much. Anyways, Derek was studying computer programming in college, wasn't he? What's that? Derek told me that he had told you about what he learned at college. You don't remember anything about that? I wasn't interested, so I don't remember. He's your own son. I can't believe you don't know anything about him. Shut up. I have no idea about what computer programming is. Explain to me. It's something you do when you want to create games, apps, websites, and so on. Is he capable of doing that? He always liked working with computers. He said it didn't bother him when he came home from work and did his side jobs. Seems that it's fun for him. I see, so that's why he had savings. As I recall, you entered Derek's room without permission. You took his bank book, didn't you? That's because I thought he was saving for our living expenses. I think that was the money he earned from his side jobs. Then why did he run out of money? If he was earning money, he should have money deposited regularly. Isn't that strange? Stop talking nonsense. Since he was suffering from depression, he didn't even have the energy to do things he liked to do. It's obvious, isn't it? I kicked him out of my house because I thought that all of his savings were gone. If he could start working again, I shouldn't have let him left the house. Since Derek is free from your abuse, he has turned his side job into his main job and is currently living a decent life on his own. He seems to be earning more money than before. I'll take care of Derek then. What? Isn't it hard to take care of a sick person? I will take care of him from now on and I'll live on his earnings too. What are you saying out of the blue? You don't have to do anything, Morel. But Derek lives alone, right? I'm worried about him. He's at 38 years old. I'm sure it's not convenient for him to do everything by himself. I'll take care of his house chores. No way. By the way, we have moved out from our former house, so we are living next to Derek. We don't need your help. We can handle everything by ourselves. Moved out? What do you mean? We moved to an apartment where we can live next door to each other. Now I work with Felix to check on Derek. We have a good relationship with each other and sometimes we go out together. We're having a great time. Then I'll live there too. Give me the address. That's enough, you parasitic old hag. How dare you say that? You kicked Derek out of your house. Do you know where he was found? I told him to go to your house. He was near the mountain. Why did he go to such a place? He was sick after all, wasn't he? He was planning to end his life there. Huh? He didn't want to bother anyone anymore, so he came up with that idea, but someone who happened to be near the mountain helped him. The worst case scenario was averted. I can't believe that really happened. It's my fault for not realizing it before it happened, but you were the one who drove him to that point. Tell me how you feel, Morale. Depression is not a disease. I also took Derek's salary because I thought that it's a filial piety from him. I just did what was natural. Filial piety is something that children do willingly, not something that parent forces upon them. Wait a minute, I apologize for what happened. So will you let bygones be bygones and help me? You were planning to become a successful investor, right? Why do you need help? You're much richer than us anyway. That guy left me. Are you talking about the person who introduced you to investment? Is that why you're contacting me now? He took the money from my house and ran away. I went to the apartment I was going to live in today and found it empty. What should I do now? I knew it was a scam. It was just too good to be true. What should I do? I even have debts. You are the guarantor, right? You should be the one to pay it. It wasn't my will. You used my name without my permission, so it's not valid. If you don't help me, you'll be in trouble too, okay? If I help you, will you pay off your debt? I'll do all the housework and take care of Derek too, of course. Then you will have more time to spare, won't you? You can even work and pay off your debts easily. Isn't that good? Are you ordering me to pay off your debts? I put your name on the document. There's nothing you can do to change it. So help me, quickly. Running away won't help at all. It's easy to prove forgery of a guarantor by handwriting analysis. What? I won't let you get away easily, Morale. I don't understand. Even if the demand of the debt repayment comes to us from the finance company, we just have to tell them that my name was used without permission because you forged the document. Are you saying that it's impossible for you to take over my debts? Yes, that's right. Why should I take over your debt? Then at least let me live in your apartment. If you don't want me to live with you, find an empty room somewhere and rent it for me. Please stop being selfish. You need to face the reality. Are you abandoning your mother-in-law? What a cruel woman you are. I won't help you no matter what you say. I've already sold the house and have nowhere to live. I don't have any working experience too. Then I have a job for you. I heard you can work as a janitor at a hotel and live in the dormitory. A janitor? Me? Dormitory? If you don't like it, it's fine. You'll just be homeless. That's disgusting. Then what do you want to do? If you want work, I can send you the URL of the job site. Please do so then. Got it. You need to work hard to pay off your debt. Goodbye. After that, my mother-in-law started working as a live-in part-timer janitor at a hotel. As for the scam, I reported it to the police, but the money was never returned. I think Morale deserved that. Then I heard that she started to suffer from depression because she could not endure the unaccustomed work and life in extreme poverty. Unfortunately, she has no money for treatment. She's struggling to make ends meet. It can't be helped since she was the one who created the trouble. On the other hand, Derek is finally free from his mother. His stress has also decreased. He is now able to lead a normal life, while devoting himself to his favorite work. He is stepping into a brighter future one step at a time. Recently, he has even started to smile again. The relationship with our family is also good. Although I was surprised at my mother-in-law's selfish demands, we are now living a peaceful life. I'm so relieved.
I wonder if you and Robert have discussed your plan for the year end, Alexandra. You are married into a family of which members are famous investors for generations, so you'd better get your act together. If you don't arrange your schedule early, you'll have a hard time later. I know. Robert seems to be very busy at work. I can't make a definite appointment since it depends on his workload. We're thinking to come and greet you on the New Year's Day. New Year's Day? Stop kidding me! What? Why? You need to help me with the cooking and cleaning too. You're my son's wife, aren't you? Cleaning and cooking? We are preparing a little bit at our place, so we don't plan on doing anything extravagant for New Year's Eve. We don't have kids, so it won't be time-consuming. I might go wash the car, though. What are you talking about? I know your house is a mess. I'm talking about cleaning up my house, not your house. Sorry about that. What are you going to do then? I told you to come over here and clean up. You should have understood that. I wonder if you are really aware of your responsibility as my son's wife. Robert is working, so I don't think I should go alone. I'm sorry, but I don't think I can help you to clean up your house. What did you say? Robert can come over later. First of all, it's common sense for you to come home early to do the cleaning and make the festivities. Can't you even understand that? Huh? Is that common sense? I've never heard about such thing before. In a wealthy family like ours, that's the norm everywhere. You'd better remember that. As my son's wife, it's your duty. Our cooking class will be closed from late December, so why don't you come here on December 28th? That's impossible. You're supposed to come. It's your duty as my son's wife. Why don't you obey me? I'll have to teach you how to clean, cook, and so on properly. But if I go there, I can't cook for Robert, right? That's impossible. I'm his wife, so I can't just leave him alone. Besides, it takes 2 hours to get to your house, so I can't even make a day trip. You can do that if you just get up early in the morning and get ready. You're just not good at time management. It's impossible. Anyway, just come. I've got shopping to do. I'll be in trouble. I'll send you a list now so you can get it when you come. You can at least do that for me, right? Crab, sirloin beef, and so on. All of them are expensive things. I can't afford it. Will you pay for that? We really can't afford it. Are you kidding me? I'm the teacher. You need to pay for the materials as a student. Real good stuff doesn't come cheap. That may be true, but I have a life here too. Don't talk nonsense. Just do as you are told to. I'll talk to Robert about this. I ended the message with my mother-in-law and told Robert about it when he came home that night. Robert looked a little peeved and said he'll let his mother know that we won't pay a visit to her in late December. Alexandra, what did you say to Robert? He called me out of the blue this morning and told me to stop bullying you. You said something nasty to him, didn't you? I just told him what I said to you yesterday. I didn't lie. I only talked to Robert about it because I didn't want to cause you any inconvenience. What are you talking about? You're such a useless woman. It's your duty to make things work out, isn't it? You really don't know anything about common sense. You may be young, but you lack knowledge. That's quite a rude thing to say, Umbriel. It's the first time anyone ever said that to me. If you don't discipline yourself now, you could be in big trouble. Please don't bring disgrace to our family name. You know that our family has been famous for generations, right? I didn't do anything that will dishonor the family. You didn't do your duty. Our ancestors became great warriors because they did their duty properly. So you must learn from them. Is that clear? I understand. As Robert's wife, I will do my best. That's not what I mean. You need to realize what your duty as my son's wife is. I'll consult with Robert and try to make it work. Oh, do you have any plan for the New Year's Eve? It can't be helped. You don't have to visit me this year. You'll have to think about it by next year. Yes, ma'am. That's how I avoided the preparations at my parents-in-law's house for New Year's Eve celebration. I spent the New Year's Eve with my husband and visited my in-laws at the beginning of the new year. We had lunch together to celebrate the new year. And just when I thought I was enjoying a peaceful life for a while, within a week after that, I received a message from my mother-in-law again. Alexandra, do you have a knowledge about how to apply for final tax returns? Final tax returns? I don't know much about it, but I think I know as much as anyone else. Oh, well, I guess that means you can do it. What do you mean by that? I only know as much as anyone else. That means you know how to do it, right? Well, yes. I want you to do my final tax return. My husband did it until last year, but from this year I have to do it. The problem is, I don't really understand it. That's why I need you to do it. You're currently living on your husband's pension, right? Yes. What's with that? In that case, it should be tax-free. Tax-free? It means you don't have to file a final tax return for that. Oh, really? But if you have other income, you need to pay tax. You are teaching your own cooking classes, right? You need to apply for final tax return in that case. Is that so? I'm stumped. I don't know what to do. I really don't know. If the income from your class is less than $2,000 a year, I think you don't have to do it. But in your case, it must be over $2,000 a year since you have many students. Don't worry, it's just a hobby. I don't earn that much. In that case, I don't have to file a final tax return, right? I think so, but I'm not an expert in such things, so I think it's better to ask a professional. I think you should go to a consultation at the tax office. It's free anyway. Yes, I'll think about it. There was nothing wrong with the messages we exchanged, but most of the messages I received from Umbriel were quite rude. She always tries to force me to do whatever she wants. To be honest, both my husband and I were getting fed up with her behavior. Still, nothing was that bad, so we were still able to put up with it. But then, we received another message from my mother-in-law that astonished us. Alexandra, I'm sorry to bother you so suddenly, but I'd like to ask you something. How can I help you? This is just a hypothetical question. If I give you some money, will you break up with Robert? Huh? I said it's a hypothetical question. You can use your imagination to answer that. What do you think? Do you know what you're talking about? Are you asking me to sell Robert for money? Even if it were hypothetical, it's impossible. I told you to just use your imagination. I can't imagine myself doing that. You're so inconsiderate. It's just some sort of joke. It's not an unusual thing. But I think it's quite a vulgar thing to say. Even though you are my mother-in-law, it's still unforgivable. To tell you the truth, there's a woman I know who comes from a prominent family like ours. The daughter of that family seems to have fallen in love with Robert. She's a wonderful daughter. That's hypothetical, right? Seems that Robert also likes her. He's quite serious about this matter. So I'm going to pay you and ask you to divorce Robert. Tell me what you think. I told you that even if it were hypothetical, I can't imagine such a thing. We are living in a modern world. Well, it won't be hypothetical in the near future, so just be prepared for that. Please don't do that. I really hate that kind of thing. After the somewhat creepy and uncomfortable exchange of messages was over, this time, Robert called me to tell me that he had been summoned to his parents' house for an emergency and that he had no choice but to go there. I have a bad feeling about this. Robert told me that he would be late and that I could go to bed first. But I couldn't go to sleep, so I decided to stay up and wait for him. When Robert came home before midnight, he was a little surprised to see me up and waiting for him. He didn't say much and was acting a little strange. He said he was tired and was about to go to bed, but I forced him to tell me what happened at his parents' house. He was a little hesitant, but he told me about what happened. The next day, I contacted my mother-in-law. Hello, Umbriel. Can you please explain everything to me? Oh, Alexandra, what's wrong? Robert told me about what you said to him. So the story about the wealthy woman was only half true. You were lying, weren't you? I didn't expect you to believe me. It's all going to come true anyway. What do you mean by that? Besides, why are you taking the liberty of saying that I'm supposed to be happy to get the money out of your pocket and break up with Robert? I never said anything like that. Please stop making things up on your own. That's why I said it would happen in the end, because you didn't listen to me properly. Of course, Robert would rather have a daughter from a wealthy family than someone like you. The fact that you listened to me so patiently is the best proof of that. I'll give you the money, and I want you to leave my son. I have received an offer from the daughter of a wealthy family. If I don't do something, my family name will be dishonored. I couldn't believe it when I heard you told Robert that I had agreed to leave him. If someone told you about that all of a sudden, of course you'll be surprised, won't you? That's how you lied to us and tried to separate us from each other, right? What a cruel thing to do. I don't think so. I'm going to pay you anyway. Robert will get married to the woman from a wealthy family, so all of us will end up living a happy life. You'll be a little rich too, since you'll receive the money from me. Robert and I have no intention of leaving each other. If you don't listen to me, I'll think about another plan to make my wishes come true. That night, I showed Robert all the messages with my mother-in-law when he came home. Then we talked about our future plans. We all agreed that things are going to get worse if we don't do something about it. We were worried about the situation alone, so we told my parents about the situation and asked for their help. When we had a plan in place, I contacted my mother-in-law again. Umbriel, may I talk to you now? Alexandra, what's going on? Actually, about the other day. Oh, you mean about your divorce from Robert? Yes, about that. I've made up my mind, so I thought I'd let you know. Finally! Go ahead then. I'm divorcing Robert. I see. Well, you've made up your mind. I'm glad to hear that. I think it's the smartest thing to do. After all, family status is something to be cherished. That's where you and Robert didn't get along. I'm really sorry to hear that. May I continue? Of course. Anyway, I'll make sure to pay you the money, so don't worry. Does that mean you will pay for my divorce from Robert? Well, that's the way it's going to turn out. What's wrong with that? Well, that's a relief. Also, I'll be over there this weekend, and I was wondering if you can help us with the divorce papers. Okay, that's fine. I don't mind. Then I'll be looking forward to your visit. That weekend, Robert and I went to Umbriel's place and asked her help with the divorce papers. Thus, Robert and I became strangers to each other. Umbriel invited us to have dinner with her, but we refused, for the reason of cleaning up our house and headed home. There were many things to do, so Robert and I split up to finish everything. Alexandra, is this a good time for you to talk? Yes, ma'am. It's been a while, isn't it? Why did you address me like that? What? Because Robert and I are divorced. You are not my mother-in-law anymore, right? We are strangers. That's true, but... Did I say something funny? No, you didn't. I wonder if you've been in touch with Robert. Why? Robert and I are divorced. I know that, but I can't get in touch with him. He hasn't sent me any money for this month. I didn't know about that. I'm no longer his wife. I'm really troubled. But you can cover your living costs with the tuition fees from the cooking class, right? We've had a few more students recently, but that's not enough. I'm having a hard time making ends meet. You've had more students? Congratulations on that. Then you must have a good amount of tuition fees coming in, don't you? Even so, it's just a modest amount of $1,000 a month. I was counting on Robert to pay me every month, but he hasn't contacted me. I know you're going through a lot, but I wish you the best of luck. Hey, Alexandra, will you explain to me? It's been a while. What happened? It seems like Robert is staying at your place. What's going on? The two of you are divorced, aren't you? You're not married, are you? I just received a letter that mentions about cutting ties from Robert. What in the world is going on? Oh, are you talking about Robert? Yes, he's at my house. He's still here beside me. What do you mean? All my plans have messed up and I'm in big trouble now. What should I do? Are you talking about your plan to get Robert marrying the daughter of a wealthy family, wipe out your debts, and double your allowance each month? What? How do you know about that? I heard it from the wealthy family you mentioned, before me and Robert got divorced. Huh? What do you mean? Here's what I mean. The plan was to get a divorce once, then cut ties with you and remarry in the end. That's how it was going to be. By the way, Robert has changed his job and his address too, so there's no way you can find us. Oh no! You tricked me, didn't you? Anyway, the wealthy family you mentioned before was surprised. They told me that they were only joking about having their daughter marrying Robert, but it seems that you took it so seriously. I thought they were serious. For your information, the daughter of that wealthy family already has a boyfriend. You can't force her to break up with her boyfriend, can you? It's not too late. Just tell Robert to come home as soon as possible. If he doesn't do that, the family house will be taken away. Do you really have that much debts? How much money do you owe? Anyway, you still haven't given me the money you promised me when me and Robert got divorced. What are you talking about? I'm just kidding, but there's something else I need to tell you. What? When we talked about filing tax returns, I told you that $2,000 a year is tax-free. So what? You said the other day that you earn about $10,000 a year, right? Did you file your final tax return for that? I didn't. I thought so. I don't understand about what you're trying to tell me. If you haven't, I think that would be considered as tax evasion. Seriously? That's not good. Can't you do something about it? There's nothing we can do. That's why I said you should at least ask for advice from the professionals. I gave you good advice, you know that. Can you keep this as a secret? I'll do it properly next year. It's too late to do it properly next year. You told me that a member of a wealthy family must do his or her duty properly, didn't you? You're right. It would be a shame to get arrested. You're helping me, aren't you? Thank you. If you don't do your duty by yourself properly, you will dishonor the family. I agree with that wholeheartedly. Oh no. As a good U.S. citizen, I think we have to fulfill our duties to pay the tax. That's what everyone else is doing. So I already reported about that to the authorities. Huh? How dare you? I'm sure you'll have some auditors entering your house soon for investigation. Please take care of that. You're kidding, right? Tell me that it's just a joke, Alexandra. I'm sorry, but it's true. I don't want that. My family will be dishonored. My mother-in-law's debt had reached 7 figures after all. and with additional charges added to it, it was impossible for her to repay the debt. That's the result of not listening to the advice of others. I was so surprised that I couldn't keep my mouth shut. Instead of taking all the money, my mother-in-law's relatives confiscated the house. Umbriel herself had to repay the debt steadily while helping with various things at the relative's house. She should be grateful to be allowed to live in the relative's house anyway. It's too far for us to go and visit her since we need to take a flight. I heard that her cell phone was taken away too, so we may never see or hear from her again. Robert is working hard at his new job. He is getting along well with my parents, and he seems to have finally got his days back to normal.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, give us a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and leave us a comment down below. It means a lot to us. See you next time!